Hello, retro gaming and home arcade fans. It's me. It's Michael B. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. Today I'm going to share with you the Arcade1Up Black Friday deals. No, not those early Black Friday deals that you thought were a little disappointed. The real deal is here, the big show, and I'm going to tell you more about it right after this. So that's right, guys. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Arcade1Up's Black Friday deals, and there's actually some exciting deals here to be had on the official sale that started today, with some cabs even meeting that sweet spot that I think is the best price for Arcade1Up cabinets. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube jazz. So I'm sure most of you would have got this email from Arcade1Up earlier this week talking about the early Black Friday deals are live now. And while there were some pretty good deals on some products, these were really old stock. And there wasn't anything really to write home about. There were some pretty decent deals, but nothing that was going to absolutely change the world. But they said deluxe deals coming soon as of November 17th. And boy, oh boy, are they here. And let's call a spade here. Most people in the community have been waiting on some deals on the deluxe cabinets that Arcade1Up have released this past year. They're truer to the original form factor. They look pretty good, and we've been waiting on a discount on those cabs. So that's why, when very early this morning, Best Buy updated their Arcade1Up inventory and offered discounts on their deluxe cabs, put their official Arcade1Up Black Friday sale into place, people were excited. It was shared all over the Facebook groups, all over Reddit, and I want to share those deals with you now. First up is one I don't think too many people are going to be excited about, and that's NFL Blitz. It's $150 off right now, $449. I mean, realistically, if you have an Ollie's close to you, you can get a much better deal. I mean, these were actually being blown out this time last year here in Canada and in the US, and people are probably not going to be excited that it's gone back up to almost full price, $150 off, $449. Not exactly the best deal, but if you missed out on Blitz, you don't have an Ollie's by you, I guess it would be something you might be interested in. Now we move down to what is exciting, and that is the deluxe cab. So you can see the Arcade1Up Bandai Namco Pac-Man Deluxe arcade game is $100 off. That's right, it's down to that sweet spot that I talk about so much, $399, where I would love to see Arcade1Up get their price point to. So if you have been holding out and buying a Pac-Man Deluxe cab, you can save $100. I mean, these deals are much better than what's going on in Canada. Trust me. I mean, take a look at this. Arcade1Up Wheel of Fortune Casino Arcade Deluxe Arcade Machine, $664.99, saved $35. $35. Really? Anyways, moving back on to the US deals, we've also got the Arcade1Up Class of 81 Deluxe Arcade Machine. So that Class of 81, half Galaga skin, half Miss Pac-Man skin. Excellent cab that people like. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of the Class of 81, but if you were interested in it and you've been holding out, $399, save $100. And here's one that's interesting that I didn't anticipate seeing on sale, but I'm glad it did. It's another one of the early releases from last year from Arcade1Up, and that's the Fast and the Furious. Although we're not getting the $100 deal on the Fast and the Furious, you are going to be able to save $75, $524.99, so almost at that $499 price point, still $100 more than I think, is the magic number for Arcade1Up. But if you have been holding out on the Fast and the Furious, you can save $75. Then moving on to finish out the early CES announcements from Arcade1Up, the other deluxe cab, and in my opinion, probably my favorite one they released this past year, Arcade1Up Mortal Kombat 2, $399, save $100, down from $499. That's the right price point, and this is pretty exciting too because we know there's an update coming in the near future to add Spectate to MK, so if you've been holding out on it and you want to get into all the fun with Spectate going into the new year, now's the time to jump on it. Now we've got some of the other sales. Some of this stuff might be pretty exciting to you. So you've got the Marvel vs. Capcom 2-player gaming table, save $400 down from $699. Now, personally, I don't understand this cocktail table. Obviously, this was never a classic cocktail table. They're trying to do something different. We give that back-to-back screen for people that are going to sit down and fight each other. I don't get it, but I do want to go into this and just take a look, because I do believe this has one very special game that isn't on other cabinets. So let me see. No, that's not what I wanted. Where's the games list, you jerks? Oh, here we go. Here was the game whole time. Includes X-Men, Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, and there it is, The Punisher. And while Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, all these great cabs had all the fighting games, they never had The Punisher. So this is officially the last Arcade1Up release product that actually had The Punisher on it. Moving down, we've got another pretty exciting deal. I was talking about how the sales on last year's stock weren't that great, but you do have the Yoga Flame Street Fighter 2, $349.99. You save $150. That's a little bit more, but keep in mind, I mean, realistically, the Street Fighter 2 Deluxe in that HS5 format came out only a couple months ago at $399, so I mean, it's not that great a saving. We got some duplicates. Pong Pub Table, also $400 off if you're interested. X-Men, which Justin talked about on my Chill and Chat Monday night forever, it's still $750. Well, now it's $499.99. I will say this, one of the funnest multiplayer games I had from Arcade1Up. It was one of the few that every time I jumped in and played online, someone else would almost always jump in my game. Really gave that fun arcade experience of you just sitting there, pumping your quarters in the X-Men, and then other people joining you in the arcade. So you do get that, $499.99. It is on the rise of the old form factor, but it does come with a stool. So there you go. You can also save some additional money on an open box. Don't buy an open box. We've also got deals on the pinball, so you can save $200 down to $549.99. If I'm not mistaken, this was the original price for the Arcade1Up pinball, so not really so much a sale, but down to the original price. Then you've got the absolutely horrible Pac-Mania cabinet. Love the game lineup, love all the features, think it's cool looking, but that screen is awful, and this is the version with the million stickers that come with it. I don't know if that's a sale feature for some people. Maybe the kids would like it, but $349. Me personally, I mean, this one was $299 Canadian last year, so that works out to about $199 US. I don't think I wouldn't advise you to buy that one. Only if you had kids that wanted to throw a bunch of stickers on an arcade cabinet. We got deals on Party Cage. You can save $100 off. This might be interesting for some people. I said Party Cage, but I meant Countercades. $129. The Arcade1Up Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man head-to-head. I didn't know they made this. I don't know. I must have glazed over this. $139. Pong head-to-head. I know P-Dubs picked one of these up. Save $90. You can get it for $139. Shack Jam, $549.99. Save $150. Love the XL cabs. I did do a screen mod on this. I would advise anybody who gets it to do a screen mod. So if you can save $150, it'll help with that. But I do think there's been better deals on that cab. Pong Pub Table, $150 off. They've had these at Ollie's recently, so no need to go out of your way. Mortal Kombat, the 30th anniversary. Horrible screen. Go with the Deluxe. The Deluxe is the same price. I don't know why you would buy the 30th anniversary. Moving on to page 2, we'll take a look at the last of the deals. Nostalgia's favorite product, the Arcade1Up Pac-Man Babycade for $149. You're not interested in that. We've also got the Arcade1Up Dragon's Lair cab, $499.99. I think people were hoping for $399.99 on that one, but you can save $150 if you want to pick up Dragon's Lair. One of the top 3 Arcade1Up cabinets they've ever made, in my opinion. It's absolutely beautiful. Maybe a little bit too short in terms of where the actual deck and controls are and screen is. And of course, there's some audio issues. But as we've heard, they're hoping to patch those in the future. You can also get the Midway Mortal Kombat 2-player gaming table. Save $400. Again, this is not a cocktail table recreation. This is another thing they thought would be fun for 2 people to sit down and play head-to-head with each other. But much like with The Marvel vs. Capcom head-to-head table. This one has some special game features. Includes Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Joust, Defender, Rampage, Gauntlet. Here's where it gets friggin' interesting. Sinistar, Root Beer Tapper, Klax, Gorf, and Tubin. No Paperboy, Sinistar, and Gorf. My God, do this for your MK Deluxe cabs. And then last but not least, you've got The Simpsons. Much like with NFL Blitz, there's been better deals on The Simpsons, but you can save $200, get it for $499.99 if you missed out on it. It's just The Simpsons and Simpsons Bowling. I love the cab. It comes with a stool and a plaque, but there's been better deals out there. So guys, that's my quick look at the Arcade1Up Best Buy Black Friday sales they have going on now. For those of you that have been holding off on grabbing some deluxe cabs, now's your opportunity. You can save $100. It's at that sweet spot for price point, $399, which I hope these cabs eventually get back down to, so you can pick up the Pac-Man Deluxe, Miss Pac-Man Deluxe, and the Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe for $399. The other deluxe cab that's very interesting, I think maybe on sale for the very first time, is Fast and the Furious. You can save $75, not quite at that $399, but at $524.99, it's still a lot better than $599. The other two cabs that I find extremely interesting here are the head-to-head tables, Marvel vs. Capcom, and of course Mortal Kombat 2. While it's not a traditional form factor, as these cabs were never in cocktail cabinets, it is very interesting that you can probably play them comfortable, two-player, more so than on a regular Arcade1Up. It is a little tight for two people to really play against each other on those, so you can get that head-to-head action, you get your own screens, but what's really super interesting is the games lineups on both cabs, with the Punisher being on the Marvel vs. Capcom table, and of course Sinistar and Gorf being on the Mortal Kombat 2 table. Now these deals may extend to other retailers as well. I know some of the deluxe cabs are on Amazon. If you're interested in picking them up at $399, I'll leave a link down in the description below. It is, of course, an affiliate link. You can help me out by picking up your cab from Amazon if you're so interested. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of these deals? Is there anything that you're interested in? Maybe are you going to pick up a deluxe cab for the first time at the discounted price, or add another one to your collection? What about Fast and Furious? Have you thought about getting that cab? Are you going to pick it up? Keep in mind that while there are some serious problems with the game, it's not exactly the actual arcade ROMs. Most of the people who have picked it up seem to love it. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. Happy shopping, and I'll talk to you next time.